San Pellegrino Clementina flavor. That's clementine, yo. That's good. Not as tart as the lemon flavor. I think my fave is the lemon and mint flavor.
The philosophy is tech plus ammo capacity equals I win. Who knows what you're gonna find in the vault? Make sure you're first aid kit.
Best part in the middle, best part on the right side. I think this might be exactly like the one that my Tediore Morty has. Same level, same label color, same parts. Same stats, I would assume. I should write that down. 873138. Writing that down right now. Now, will I remember to check that the next time I do a Tediore Morty episode? See, sometimes I'm such a scatterbrain that I need to write myself a note reminding myself that I wrote myself a note. That penetrator isn't really all that good. But still, it's a penetrator. All this time, and I think that's the first penetrator I've acquired on this character. A Stinger with barrel 1. Stingers have high accuracy, don't they?
Hello, Traveler! There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction bounty board.
A clip is a device other than a speed loader used for loading a magazine or cylinder. I'm going to keep repeating that
Marcos here.
until everyone gets it right once and for all.
For you. Come see me at my place in T-Bone Junction.
Atlas believes in customer service above all else, though all sales
Dahl.
are final.
I keep forgetting I have maxed out Quicksilver, and that applies to all weapons. And it's buffed even further by this high-quality Merc comp. So that's why this shotgun has such a fast fire rate. See, when you're both a gun nut and a gamer, if you're like me, you're a gun nut first and a gamer second. So you don't tend to apply the notion of cyclic rate or fire rate to manually operated weapons, like a pump action shotgun, or in this case a pump actuated revolving single action type of mechanism, because it's like the difference between manual and automatic transmission. This would be manual transmission. So it technically doesn't have a cyclic rate or fire rate. It has variable fire rate. Or rather it would in real world terms it would. Because its action is cycled by the effort of the user. Whereas mechanisms that are said to be self-loading. That is, semi-auto, full auto, burst fire, select fire, any of that sort of thing. That's like your automatic transmission. Figuratively speaking. Also, the mechanisms of pump-action shotguns and sniper rifles in this game, in my opinion anyway, are vaguely similar to the Webley-Fosbury, except that they're manually operated. The Webley-Fosbury was the first semi-automatic revolver. Yes, a semi-automatic revolver, not double action. It could also be described as an inertia-operated auto-charging single action. And the way that sort of thing works is the upper frame reciprocates within the lower frame, and the cylinder has helical grooves cut into it. So the inertia rotates the cylinder and cocks the hammer. I might hold on to this. Carnage guns always fail to impress me, but I don't think I've used one yet on this playthrough. So maybe I'll get some use out of it, just because it's something I don't commonly use. And now, if it was an elemental carnage, I would most certainly use it, because those are extra rare. Extra ultra rare.
What can I do for you? You got what you need, now scram. What do you want? Spit it out.
Only interested in top-of-the-line class mods. What model is this one? 650. It's almost perfect. Perfect would be 660.
Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
My Tediore Morty has a 5-line purple model 660 Ranger comm. That's level 31, and he's currently level 47, and I'm still using it because I haven't yet found a level 40 or 48 or 50 that even so much as matches it, let alone exceeds it. Because I haven't found another 5-line purple 660. They're either the ones that are even so much as close to being worthy of consideration are always 4-line purple model 660 or 5-line purple in some model lower than 660. Like 560, for example, is the closest. I think I recall finding something like a level 48, maybe 50. I think, yeah, it was 48. Tediore Ranger class mod, 5-line purple model 560 and it actually wasn't as good as a level 31 5-line purple model 660. So that's how much of a difference that makes.
Need a nuclear reaction to generate the 1.21. Oh, hey, hello! Welcome to my secret lab. Terror Pavilion. Yes, I like that one best. Hey, maybe find parts for my totally legit, in no way morally reprehensible secret project.
I wonder what the next level of Dahl stuff will be. Will it be 49? Notice that the interval system, it no longer goes on intervals of 9. Level 46 is normally a tier for Torg, but I know I've seen... Oh, look, a volcano. I know I've seen Torg weapons that were level 47. I think I came across a volcano on my Tediore Morty 2 also as well. Not good enough. Oh, it's 34 anyway. Level 34 is long since outmoded, and yet I'm still using level 31 equalizers on my Tediore Morty. Well, that's because ammo regen.
Greetings. I'm going to need a nuclear reaction to generate the 1.21.
I better go stash this carnage. What's the accuracy? 56.7, that's about the usual. Skipping Jacob's Cove because I'm thinking I might reserve that for like all in one go on playthrough 2.5. I might change my mind on that. Don't know for sure. Hold on just a moment. I'm back. Had to wipe my glasses.
If you're on a budget, Tediore is always the way to go.
I never really cared too much for the friendly fire.
Shooting bullets just not cool enough for
That
you?
one has a structurally superfluous scope.
Light some people on fire. Get your mitts here.
That's an awesome comm right there.
Just can't carry enough bullets for your favorite gun? Sounds like you did supplies limited.
Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
Let's get some wheels. Let's get out of here.
Lil is not a man, yo.
The SNS philosophy is tech plus ammo capacity equals I win.
Good sights on that. Good sights on that. I've got to at least see what this is. Nothing. Nothing interesting. My Tediore playthrough is getting frustrating. Not a good enough barrel on that. Once I replace all my weapons with well, there's a Firefly class mod, but it's a 34. Not interested in 34. Even though it's a perfectly good class mod. I mean, it's a 5-line purple model 560. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Tediore Morty. Once all my weapons and gear are between levels 48 and 50, are blue or better, and are built from good parts. Then maybe things will be less frustrating. Come on. Never gives me trouble. Another legendary in another shop. That's pretty good too. Barrel 5, 28 round mag. Under leveled by this point. 37 is outmoded at 46. That's a good brick style revolver, good parts. I don't think anyone ever thinks to use revolvers on brick, because they assume that revolver is for Morty. But an exploding revolver is a great weapon for Blastmaster brick.
If I can't find you what you need, it can't be found on Pandora. I hope to see you again soon.
Also makes a good backup weapon for a Bombardier brick with a buff to endowed. Best part in the middle. Shops have changed over. So I have to go on another shopping spree.
Even the best gunman gets hit from time to time, so make sure your shield is up to par.
Hello, Traveler! There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction bounty board.
Going up against a bedrock opponent, you need a better gun. I sure got you right now.
Let's get out of here. Enough walking.
The Atlas Corporation will return.
The Penetrator is at its best, in my opinion, with exploding.
Marcos here. I've got an opportunity for you.
Exploding
Come see
power.
me at my place in
Yeah,
T-Bone
look at that,
Junction.
another ledge. If that was a masher, that would be awesome. Barrel 4 combined with body 3 and a good cylinder type. Barrel 2, only good on a masher, especially if it's Tediore. That's actually built from good enough parts to be worth using. Guardian always has body 4. That one also has barrel 3, stock 1, and sight 2. If it had an 18-round mag, it would truly be worth it.
You can always trust the gun at your side.
I always seem to come across good Tediore weapons. Well-parted Tediore weapons on my Dahl allegiance.
What do you want? Spit it out.
At least more commonly, more often than I do on my Tediore allegiance.
Look at you roll.
What am I interested in? What would really augment my arsenal?
Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold the
Because what I've currently got is pretty good.
If the vault is real, you'll be first aid kit. You won't regret it.
A well-parted stomper with an 18-round mag that would outmode the 2 stompers I currently have, which are pretty much evenly matched with each other, and they both have good sights.
My talents were squandered on this rock.
Everyone overlooks stompers. Almost all of my characters have one.
400% more awesome. Also, torque doesn't make the guns out of freaking wood. Remember, you can always count on Marcos when it gets around.
Best part left side.
You're from off-planet. You smell oddly.
Middle of nowhere, then Lucky's, Dahl Headland. I mean, then I'll get on with it. I have to spend at least 20 to 30 minutes checking the shops and certain weapon chests. Any weapon chests I come across while doing a shopping spree.
Flat off. You don't need to be a better shot. You just need to shoot more bullets.
Look at that. It's only too bad it has barrel 1, but still look at that accuracy. 97.8 with barrel 1. It has stock 1 also. Don't know what kind of body type it is, but a fire rate of 0.5. That's on the low end of average for a Jake sniper. And it has a Sight 5 type of scope and is actually worthy of it with that 97.8 accuracy, even though it has barrel 1. Maybe it's because it's purple and has the double Z material type. Best part right side. Best part right side.
Whether you are killing bad guys or exploring the unknown, I'm scared. And then come on, catch a ride! Catch a ride! It's that one way or the other. Ball thrill, ball sight,
Some
flip a
wheels.
coin, say a prayer, whatever.
I have to check a few weapon chests here. See how much this damages my... Not much.
Lv.41 guns shoot more lightning than
Underscoped.
any competitor.
Barrel 5 and sight 1. Barrel 5. Barrel 1, I think. Don't know. Barrel 1. Barrel 5. Just like this one. Barrel 2. Yes, I'm getting out of my car just to pick up a wad of cashola. I'm not stingy, I'm frugal. There's a difference. There's an intense rifle with an 18-round mag. Now, why couldn't I find a Tediore version of that on my Tediore Morty? Something to work with the Ranger comp. Of course, it would have to be built from good parts. To make up for the fact that it's Tediore. Pick it up, use key. Ugh. Use key, don't fail me now.
Aw, did that hurt?
Do Dahl guns even have any weaknesses?
Iron Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods in your hands.
That's built entirely from Type 1 parts. A Dahl can get away with that. Although it'll never be exemplary. It can at least be serviceable. Unlike a Tediore. A Tediore combat rifle can get away with having barrel 1 if it's built from material 3, in which case it will have An accuracy rating of 87.5. Dahl combat rifles always have a bare minimum accuracy of 87.0 with barrel 1.
Want to shoot a lot of bullets really fast? Lv.40 has your needs covered.
Different body types.
First aid kit, and you won't regret it. Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
Enough walking.
Yet another legendary in another shop. And there's a well-parted machine pistol right there. I think that's barrel 4. That's barrel 1. That's barrel 2. That's barrel 2. The Surkov always has barrel 2. That's barrel 1. A white label junker in the special section. And a legendary over here. That's a 37. Outmoded at level 46.
I sure got you right now.
Same barrel, barrel 2. Obviously, I'd go with the spiked one. But look at the fire rate on the raging shotgun. What? It's like there was an invisible roof over my head for a split second. I'm only here for the goods. Better quality stuff out of the white chest than the red chest. Just like on my Tediore Morty. Alright, now I'll get on. And that scene right there, that factory complex or power station, that looks more like a power station. Reminds me of Stalker.
needs a real doctor when you got my machines in there scaring needles.
Best part left side.
Don't know who to trust? You can always trust the gun at your side.
Not good enough. Oh, shops have changed over. Now I have to go on yet another shopping spree. No, I'm kidding. I might do so in between missions, though. Come on, a Dahl shotgun with barrel 3 should be able to make that distance. Watch the skag pile appear out of nowhere.
I'm really good at this.
The shotgun is so much better than its Tediore equivalent that I'm using on my Tediore Morty. That one has a fire rate of 1.1. This has 0.8. But this is buffed by Lil's Quicksilver skill, which is further buffed by this super high quality Merc comp.
What you want? What you want? And good riddance.
One thing I like better about Borderlands 1 than Borderlands 2 is it looks and feels more desolate. So it has more of that Mad Max flavor.
Yes, feel it.
What? That second shot didn't do as much as I expected it to. This is going to go more quickly, go fast than it did on Tediore Morty, and it's going to be more fun because it's going to be less tedious.
Time to play!
A purple Anarchy in a white chest. Well, it's a level 34 and it has a structurally superfluous scope. A scope on a double anarchy is at least as insulting as a scope on a shotgun. Insulting in its purposelessness. This Stinger rocks, even if it does have barrel 1. Shrooms growing out of a dead dude in a pipe. That's no comment. Disturbius Maximus. Reloading with the use key. I have never and will never get used to that. Never, never. Have never and will never get used to that. Two blue Hyperions and one red chest. So much faster and funner. Now where should I put this skill point?
Mine, and mine.
Oh, right there. That Clappy's colors are kind of Malawan-esque.
Let's teach them a lesson!
I'm never doing another Tediore Allegiance run ever again. Really? What? Ugh. No comment. That silo is yet another chunk of scenery that reminds me of Stalker. More specifically, it reminds me of those big silos in Garbage in Shadow of Chernobyl.
What you want? See you later.
Yep, you most likely will.
Get your meds here. Always something new. Visit all our convenient locations.
Barrel 3, Body 1, Stock 1, Sight 3. All my stuff maxed out? Yeah. I've kind of warmed up to the idea of burst mode weapons that fire a 5-round burst on, well, at least this one, the Raven. I still don't like the fact that it has a 21-round mag. Only well, we all know Roland can boost mag capacity, but at least one other character, I think it's Brick, has a class mod that, I think it's Centurion? If it's built from a certain material type, I forget if it's material 2 or 3, it boosts mag capacity for the whole team. I predict that Mad Jack is going to be a lot easier for Dahl Lil than for Tediore Morty. Probably because that's just how much of a difference there is between level 40 and level 43 weapons on Playthru-2. Also because of the inherent differences between Dahl and Tediore. Same barrel on that. Barrel 3. By the way, the Carnage barrel is a modified barrel 3. I don't know which shotguns I dislike more, Lv.40 or Tediore. But those are my two least favorite brands for shotguns. Dahl shotguns, on the other hand, rock. Those who started out with Borderlands 2 and never played Borderlands 1 would be like, Dahl shotguns, what are you talking about? In Borderlands 2, Dahl does make a certain type of assault rifle called the double tap. And it's a common standard issue assault rifle, not a legendary, not a unique. Really? No comment. It's the closest thing there is to a Dahl shotgun in Borderlands 2. Its own sportsmanship style. But of course, I'd have to mess it up on the next one. It has a standard Vlad twin barrel. I like the concept of aftermarket guns with mixed parts in Borderlands 2 because it just increases the versatility. And yes, assault rifles do generally suck in Borderlands 2. But some of them are at least decent. Even the standard issues. Non-red text. Non-legendary, non-unique. And my two faves are the Dahl Double Tap, which has a flat-off twin barrel, and the Torg Lance, which has a Jacobs barrel. Kill 2 or more enemies with one mag. Can't say that for most Tediore weapons. Of course, that's because by this point in the game, anything below level 43 starts to lose its service life. Once you hit somewhere around level 50, that's really when you start noticing it, and it only becomes more noticeable, especially once you're on Playthru 2.0. Well, that was a waste. Oh, this is so much better than the Guardian. And the Guardian I have on my Tediore Morty is built from good parts. It always has body 4.
Get your ass gone!
But the one my Tediore Morty has also has barrel 5. Generally the most desirable barrel type for any and all combat rifles and machine guns is barrel 40. Except on the Ajax Spear and the Ajax Ogre, because those will always have barrel 5. Which is the part that makes them what they are. If you ever want to do a solo Allegiance run as Morty, the top brand I would recommend, without even thinking twice about it, would be S&S. Whereas if you're doing Team Allegiance, in my opinion, the best brand for Morty is BL1. Which means the Lil player might opt for Dahl or Hyperion.
Time to play!
Thanks for announcing your presence, fool. Seriously, I'm glad he did that. I don't know where he came from or how he got behind me, but he managed to do it. Those guys always seem to do... Well, I guess that makes sense. It's a savvy tactic if you're a melee fighter. Sneak up on your enemy. If you're going up against someone who uses guns. In gameplay terms, though, that does get irritating. I mean, it's such a much more positive frame of mind playing Dahl than when I'm playing Tediore.
You never should have come here, now you're gonna pay!
It didn't start out like that. No escaping for you, that is. Come on, shield. Yeah. Just like I probably mentioned on my Tediore run, next episode or so, I'll probably upgrade all my SDUs to orange. I keep missing because I don't feel like taking the time to wait for my view to stop being askew. What is it about these guys that makes them so tough? The reason his shotgun did so much damage to me is because it was a Jacobs. White label, sure, but a Jacobs. This one. Barrel 2, and it still maintains an accuracy of 30.7. The only brand that does better than that, Atlas does about that good with that barrel type with shotguns. It depends on the type of shotgun too. But Hyperion, you really notice it. Because even with Barrel 2, their shotguns have accuracy that's about on par with what most other brands would be with Barrel 3. In the past, I've actually gotten 4 white labeled junkers out of these 2 red chests. Let's see how it goes this time. Let's see what flavor of combat rifle this is. And it's a Stomper with Barrel 4. Everything else is a Type 1 part. 12 round mag. Yeah. Well, truth be told, in actual practice, these two would probably be about on par with each other. So it's basically right in between the 2 that I've currently got. But I'm going to sell it because even though it has Barrel 3, it offsets that with Sight 1, and I hate Sight 1. I hate it. I complained constantly about Sight 1 during my Tediore run. It has such a low amount of zoom that basically all it does is it cuts off your peripheral vision. Really? Seriously? Well, I got stuck in this exact same spot before, didn't I? Took a moment to take a swig of my drink. Clementine flavored San Pellegrino. That crane also reminds me of Stalker.
Yep, what you want?
I'll dust the rust.
Don't you hurry back.
Haha. Denied. Zone sportsmanship style. Still need to re-upload my zone sportsmanship challenges. Blade flower. I haven't made any new ones for a long time. I just haven't had any new ideas.
First aid kit. You won't regret it.
Whether you are killing bad
My
guys
zone
or
sportsmanship
exploring the unknown,
challenges
you need a
always
trusty gun by your side.
seem to be based around a common theme, which is battling monsters. Usually. Good sights on that right there. Good accuracy for a twin shot because it's S&S with a good enough barrel. Battling certain types of monsters with certain types of weapons in a very specific fashion. Should I do... Yeah. I'll go ahead and do an in-between mission shopping spree. I mean, why not? Since this goes so much faster and smoother with Dahl than it does with Tediore. I still don't have the gun I need on my Tediore run to really make it a true designated marksman build for Morty. To be true designated marksman as a build for Morty, I mean to get the most out of it, it has to be a Ranger class mod used in conjunction with an intense combat rifle. It has to have the intense prefix. And the absolute best would be an intense cobra.
Hello, traveler. There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction bounty board.
Do not worry. Pandora is the 13th most important planet.
Oh, and it has to be a Ranger com built from Material 2 with crit bonus. Material 2 is what gives it crit bonus, if it has that line. And of course, the top of the line would be a 5-line purple model 660.
I've got an opportunity for you. Come see me at my place in T-Bone Junction.
You need something?
Get your meds here. Let's get you rolling.
Wouldn't mind getting my mitts on a Master Anaconda. But by this point in the game, I'd want it to be higher than level 43. I'd want it to be at least level 50. Topping off my health.
Greetings. I'm going to need a nuclear reaction to generate the 1.1.
I know I could use phase walk to move faster. That's just not usually my way of thinking, though.
Lv.41 guns shoot more lightning than the next leading competitor.
Imagine a bladed masher. That can be a thing in Borderlands 2. Notice the low accuracy on Vladov shotguns. That one has barrel 4, which is the most powerful and the third most accurate. That was a long second, 6:13, or at least it appeared to be. Best part on the right side. Best part on the left side. Wait, how much time is left?
Get your meds here.
5.5. Minus 20 seconds. Since the shops seem to skip the last 15 to 20 seconds. Sometimes it seems to depend on whether or not you're standing right next to a shop. Whether or not they actually skip the last
Hello there, good friend.
15 to 20 seconds. Oh. If I wanted to, I could skip right to Crom's Canyon on Playthru-2, but I don't like to do that. In Oblivion Lost, it's a different story. Depending on the version of Oblivion Lost. Yeah, see, it's a good thing I came here. 48. So now I know Dahl weapons can occur at level 48.
Get out of here.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. Tediore makes an easy-to-use gun.
Built entirely out of basic parts, but it has a 7-round mag. Let's see how this Cobra compares to my Raven. Barrel 5 on both of these, stock 1 on both of them. Body 1 versus body 3. Fire rate and corresponds with that, and then this has sight 2 and this has sight 1. Ammo dumps. That means I need to go here. Could have also gone to the outer yard. But this...
Hey, don't be shy now. Come on, catch a ride.
There's some red chests I can check here.
Just can't carry enough bullets for your favorite gun? Sounds like you need a storage tank upgrade. Supplies limited.
I had this idea for a Borderlands 2 Team Allegiance some time ago.
Scooter says go walk.
Things are real, Doctor, when you got my machines in there, scary niggles.
Oh, you're paralyzed, though. Anyway, don't walk, drive.
I call it 0 times 4 Absolute
Let's
Allegiance.
get the upper hand. Get a better gun today.
4 players. Everyone plays as 0. But with 4 different manufacturer allegiances.
I sure got you right now.
Enough walking.
4 specific
Let's get some wheels.
allegiances. Dahl, Bandit, Hyperion, and Vladov. And the reason for those 4 is because you start off with or acquire early on something pertaining to each of those brands. Oh, he's got a Vladov machine gun with barrel 5. It'll be level 37. Barrel 5, body 3, stock 2. Most accurate barrel. Still, the most desirable barrel is barrel 4. I'm gonna get these spider ants out of my way so I don't get distracted by them.
Yes, feel it.
Well, I haven't used this stomper in a while. So I feel like I should get more use out of it.
Aw, that hurt.
Ah.
I'm really good at this.
It seems like that should have only taken 2 shots to the carapace at that range to stun it. But that's never consistent. I'll switch to this stomper. Playing Lil and using Roland style weapons. Makes perfect sense with Dahl. Quit making me miss. How did I miss so many shots? What are you using? An SNS with a... Yep. SNS machine gun with... I'm going to guess body to... Oh, there's a Vladov proximity mine. Body 2. Otherwise, it's body 4. Actually, that sounded extra slow, so it might actually be body 4. We'll just have to see. I know it's 2 or 4. You run over the proximine. And of course, the proximine somehow knows that he wasn't me. Well, I guess that works. What went wrong there? Normally, I don't use prox mines. Unless I'm doing a Vladov Allegiance run. Body 2. And there it goes. Out of my way. .12 round mags. I'll never understand what anyone was thinking when they came up with that. A 12-round mag is what a pounder should have. A semi-auto battle rifle could have a 12-round mag. Now, where's the closest transport station?
Boys, take him out!
That deserved a yeehaw! Get that junk out of my face. Why does Lil take longer than anyone else to get out of a vehicle? I need to get some more use out of this. What do you think is the best sniper rifle for Lil to use in conjunction with a Spectre class mag? That's what four shots. That's about twice as much as I feel it should have taken. Took one burst more than I feel it should have taken. I can do this all day. See how that Dahl shotgun compares. Like I would ever choose barrel 1 over barrel 3. Seriously, why not a 25 round mag? Would that have made too much sense?
Aw, did that hurt?
Why do Rack have this tendency to spaz out like that? Is it just to be irritating? Because if that's their goal, they most certainly succeed. I love it when they bounce around like that. I guess since I took out that turret, I might as well check that white chest, because even though it's a white chest, as we've seen, white chests can contain legendaries.
Funny thing about selling, everyone needs to buy, but no one wants to be sold. Not everyone needs selling. Take your price. Always accept the price as is. You don't even try to negotiate. Find that vault. You're going to need a partner who knows how to sell. A partner like me.
Don't know how I missed that shot. With a sniper rifle, a Dahl sniper rifle with this barrel and this sight. Of course, I am somewhat notorious for my preference for iron sights. I can always use that as an excuse. Why'd you jump out that way?
Alright, this is the place to catch a ride. You can paint all kinds of pretty colors to boot.
Stuff been showing up missing lately. Makes you wonder.
Get a molly one and light some people on fire.
Intense rifle. Haven't gotten any use out of this yet. Maybe I'll find a situation for it. It's only ×1, but I'll hold on to it as a placeholder since it's a 43. Turn this in. Pick up a mission from Pierce.
Greetings! Hello to Pierce has more jobs for you in New Haven.
Rifleman is also made by Flat Off, and Flat Off occurs on the same level tiers as Torg.
Hello again. See you soon.
Shops are about to change over.
Your grenades should do more than just explode. Customize your grenades with a new mod today.
In a handful of seconds.
And you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods in your hand.
If only that was a masher. If that was a masher or an elemental, I'd buy it. It has barrel 5, body 1, the only thing holding it back. It's actually worthy of its scope. Worthy of a better scope than that even. And it's a 3-shooter. Wish I could take the spike off of that and put it on this. Barrel 2. Matadors typically have barrel 1 or 2, although I have seen Jacob's Matadors with barrel 4. One of my bricks has a Jacob's Double X Matador with barrel 4. Best part on the right side right there. That's like the best Matador you could possibly have. If it has a good enough body type to give it a fire rate of at least 0.8. And of course, since the shops have changed over, I have to go on a shopping spree. Starting at T-Bone Junction. I sell that Tediore SMG? No. But I will.
Don't know who to trust? You can always trust the gun at your side.
Hello, Marcos here. I've got an opportunity for you. Come see me at my place in T-Bone Junction.
So for Team Allegiance, why do I suggest Malawan for Morty instead of Lil? Mostly because of the Survivor class mod. But also because Malawan legendaries are relatively common. At least about half of them.
Get out of here.
Hello, traveler.
And
There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction bounty board.
I meant to do that. Jump out that way. So you can slide down with style. Most of the more common Malawan legendaries are Morty style weapons.
And honestly, what else do you need?
Remember me when you get some more creds to burn.
Firehawk, Defiler, Volcano. All Morty style weapons.
Is there something you need? Well, it's covered, kid.
Best part in the middle.
Give me a shout if I can help you.
Hook me up with level 55 line purple model 660 Merccom, built from material 3, I think it is. The ammo regen kind. On Team Allegiance, if you have a rolling player who's doing either SNS or flat off and is dedicated to the use of the support gunner class mod, then if you're playing as Dahl Lil, then you might actually prefer a Merccom built from material 2, which, if I recall, I think that increases elemental effect chance. Best part left side. Best part left side. And it's Dahl and Tediore that both have that. And those just happen to be the 2 brands I'm currently focusing on in my Allegiance runs. I don't know if I was doing a flat off Allegiance run as Roland. I don't know for sure if that's why my channel got shut down, because I was making fun of communism, which is not politically correct. Of course, it might have also been some of the things I said in YouTube comments,
I need your help with something.
because I'm critical of the EU. And I'm pro-gun, and I'm anti-abortion. Is that hate speech?
One thing really well. Power. And honestly, what else do you need?
Good parts on this, except for the stock. This has barrel 5, sight 4, stock 1. Don't know what kind of body it has. .519 is somehow better than .519. But overall, the one I've got is actually better. Same level, same label color. This one is built from a better material type. Yeah, I'll stick with the one I've got. I am interested in a new payload rifle. Remember, that's what I call it when it's an exploding sniper rifle. Best part left side, best part in the middle. I think. I used to think I finally had that memorized. Now I'm starting to question it.
Hey, over here! You! Yes, you!
2/3 best parts. Best part left side, best part in the middle. Best part in the middle on that one. Is this the best middle part? Or is this? Because I thought that one was. Judging by the capacity difference on these two and factoring in their brands and levels, I would hazard an educated guess that this is a better middle part than this. This further adds to that assessment. 3 levels difference in favor of this one. Same label colors. Of course, we have to factor in the brands also. Same parts left side, which is the best part. Same part on the right side also. But this has that middle part.
You won't find finer gear anywhere on the planet. This is where the cars live. Get you one. I sure got you right now.
Let's get out of here.
One part you don't want to have, or rather I should say, one brand of any part that you don't want to have on a shield in Borderlands 2 is pangolin. Did you notice how that guy pulled out his bomb even though he wasn't wounded? They do that when they're close to a vehicle. Barrel 4 on that. See how that... So pounders actually are capable of doing more damage per shot than stompers. Same barrel, same body type. Barrel 1, body 5. Pounders are semi-auto. And in my opinion, they almost seem like they're intended to be used as a substitute for a revolver rather than a substitute for a sniper rifle. Most players don't bother using them. Back to the underpass, I guess. Morty can get the most use out of a pounder if it has the intense prefix and he has a high quality Ranger comm. Still haven't found one. Oh, look at that. 2/3 best parts. Best part left side, best part in the middle. Same part on the right side as what I've currently got. These seem to be pretty close to evenly matched. This one has the better material type. I think I'll stick with what I've got, though that is tempting.
can't ever be too rich, too good looking, or too well armed. Are you about ready to get rolling?
Let's get out of here.
This is going so much better than it did with Tediore. I have to kill these bugs all over again, but that won't be a problem because I've got Dahl guns that are actually good. That's what I like. I like it when I shoot them in the carapace and they actually get stunned like they're supposed to. Way over.
That was barely worth it. Aw.
Since this is going so much better with Dahl than it did with Tediore, I might take the time to check that red chest and the one over there too. Even though I don't really expect to find anything worthwhile. Mooks out of my way. They're more irritating. Ha! So much better than with Tediore. I had so much trouble dealing with these mooks on my Tediore run. They would keep, one in particular would just keep coming back with full health because I couldn't kill him. I couldn't kill him because my weapons were too weak. Because they're all level 40. And Tediore. Didn't I do any damage to you whatsoever? I threw all those grenades at you. I'm glad I stuck with this shield. Better recharge rate. Look how he spazzes out. So irritating. Do you really think that's going to prolong your life? Idiot. That's level 43 on Playthru 2, as it should be. Which makes me wonder, why is it level 16 on Playthru 1 and not level 25? I have to kill all the mooks. I have to. It's a compulsion. That was so much less unpleasant with Dahl than it was with Tediore. I can't even begin to describe or explain. I wonder how it would have gone with Vladov. Using rocket launchers as Roland. The Mongol especially. I generally prefer... There's an intense Cobra. Why couldn't I find an intense Cobra with my Tediore Morty who can get the most use out of it?
You better run! What are you, scared or something?
What was I saying a moment ago? I forget. What is that? Is that a corrosive savior? It is. See, now, once again, why couldn't my... And it's a world drop. Why couldn't I have found that on my Tediore Morty?
Let's see what we've got.
Not surprisingly, this is better in every way, despite being green, mostly because it's built from better parts. But it's also a BL1 with ×3, it's 3 levels higher. Same mag, same body type, I think, same fire rate. So I would use this to regen ammo for this. Where did I... There it is. Just a little combo attack there.
For another pound of flesh!
Another Matador with barrel 2 and an insultingly purposeless scope. Structurally superfluous shotgun scope. What label color is this shotgun I've been using? It's just green. And yet I've been preferring it over the Bulldog. I've always liked the bullpup design of SMGs in this game. See how the casings eject out the right side and to the front? Now, technically, if it's a bullpup design and casings eject like that, they should eject forward and at a diagonal angle, typically diagonally to the right. That's how the A91M does it, which is a bullpup rifle. There are bullpup SMGs, pistol caliber bullpup SMGs. For example, there's one based on the Steyr AUG, more commonly called the AUG. I forget what it's called, though. The SMG version. I wonder if there will be, yep, rack. One of them might be elemental. This time I'll actually be able to deal with it. See?
It's dead.
I need to go here.
Don't be shot out, come on, catch a ride. In a world of no guarantees, there's always shotgun.
Best part left side. Best part middle. I could get some use out of this. Sure, why not? Best part in the middle. How's my ammo? Good. Now, from here, I go to the outer yard.
Hey, let's get you rolling, man. Let's get you rolling.
Enough walking.
Go ahead and put that there. Now I'm right here. Not interested in elemental combat rifles. They never proc reliably. I don't see why you shouldn't be able to get one proc per shot. And if it fires a 3-round burst, it should always be on the 3rd shot. I guess that would make too much sense.
I'm really good at this.
Give me a big one.
Aw,
I've got weapons that can deal with it.
yes, feel it.
I knew that. I saw the red dot. That's how I knew.
I'm really good at this.
Zone sportsmanship style. Rocketeer. Flat off? Yeah. Apparently it's not a very good one. Didn't do much to my shield. Yeah, no wonder it's a white label flat off launcher. Who was behind it? Torg. But that doesn't mean that it was Mr. Torg's idea. Or was it? Do they ever expound upon that? Really? No comment. Now that I have Firefly, I'll be on the lookout for a good Bernie Go Nuts SMG. This is still 34. Well, it's a 650. So that's the only thing I've got that's still level 34. Remember, the level requirement appears screwy because of proficiencies. And you have to use your keyboard keys to see what your sniper proficiencies are. That's got to be some kind of programming oversight. See? You can't hover over it. From here I go here, and from here I go here.
The negative element around.
Now I get this. I think this is always built from the same parts. And this is the only combat rifle that has stock 2, which is normally a stock type that appears only on machine guns. So this is kind of like Roland's rusty machine gun that he starts out with, in the sense that it has parts you don't normally see on its weapon type. Like that machine gun that he starts with, the one that Roland starts with.
See you soon.
It has barrel 1, body 1 at stock 2. Yet it's a machine gun.
You don't need to be a better shot. You just need to shoot more bullets.
Yet another Raven. See how it compares to the one I've got. It's like the complete opposite. They both have body 1. This one has sight 2. This one has sight 1. This one has barrel 5. This one has barrel 1. This one has stock 1. This one has stock 5. It would be nice to have an 18-round combat rifle, but that one, it's too basic.
It's hard to see new opportunities with old equipment. Upgrade now.
So Roland's rusty machine gun, best part on the left side, right there. It has the barrel and body of a combat rifle and the stock of a machine gun. And it's a machine gun. Oh, speaking of machine guns, that's a really good one right there. Barrel 5, body 3, stock 3. 72 round mag and ×2 exploding bullets. Not bad, not bad.
Hey, you see my gun?
Hyperion asks, what good is a gun that doesn't shoot
Of course,
when you shoot? Get a gun that says
level 37 is outmoded at level 46, and I'm level 47. That has a cool looking skin. The Sentinel. I wonder what kind of stability that gives it. A machine gun stock on a combat rifle.
cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. Tediore
Barrel 3, body 4, stock 2, sight 4. It's only 2. I wonder if the Sentinel can have an 18-round mag.
Yes, philosophy is tech plus ammo capacity equals I win.
All the parts on this are good except for the barrel. And that's the only thing holding it back aside from the chintzy mag. Oh, look at that. A blue 43 double anarchy that doesn't have a structurally superfluous scope. Yes, I will buy that. That's insulting right there. It has a scope, but no stock. If you took something like that to the range, you would get laughed at. And you would deserve it, too. Otherwise, it's a perfectly good Tediore Stomper. Barrel 4, body 5, best possible combination of barrel and body for max damage. Insert Carmageddon reference. But it's held back by its chintzy Type 1 scope, if you can call that a scope, which basically just cuts off your peripheral vision. Its lack of a stock, which increases equip speed, but reduces stability, and its chintzy 12-round mag. But still, it's a Stomper with barrel 4 and body 5. So, if this was my Tediore run, I actually probably would buy that. At least to act as a placeholder till I got a better one.
Want to make it bigger? Buy a better mod. I got all kinds. Buy a first aid kit and you won't regret it.
SMG elemental effect chance. So these are actually two different material types, but it's hard to tell exactly what they are because neither of them really looks like Dahl. They look more like pangolin.
Come on in and take a look around. Pleasure to be
Nothing left to do now but a shopping spree. And then I'll call it. I will work my way up the list. I'll go from here to here to here. And then I'll do T-Bone, Tartarus, Underdome. Unless I change my mind. It's been a while since I've had a good double anarchy. This one is built entirely from basic parts, but it's still good. Barrel 1, body 1, stock 1.
Wanna shoot a lot of bullets really fast? Vladov has your needs covered. If you need healing, step right up.
Now, where were you on my Tediore Allegiance run? I've been looking for one just like you for a long-ass time. Look at that, it's a 650. It's a 5-line purple model 650, which with +3 team scavenge extra items. Well, it's extra items, not rare items. It's really the health regen I'm after. I really want to combine one of these with a purple panacea built from perfect parts. Purple panacea with perfect parts.
Hi, Scooter. My runner may not look like the bushy roller, man, but she'll get you there.
Walking.
Skimpy mag, but it has barrel 5.
Tediore makes an easy-to-use gun.
Deathly Stomper. That's actually not bad. It just needs an 18-round mag. That's too ordinary. If you've ever wondered why I turn around whenever I run over bandits on this road, that's why. So I can see if they dropped anything. Interested in a fire SMG.
Buy an Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods.
They're pretty basic Thanatos right there.
machines and their scary needles.
Who else makes the Merc-Com? Oh yeah, Atlas. Who else makes Plague Bearer? I think it's S&S.
Forget your ride.
Let's get out of here.
Notice the material type. Barrel 1, body 5, stock 1, sight 1. Notice the accuracy, 87.5 with barrel 1 compared to, what was it, 85.4 with the previous Tediore combat rifle we took a look at that had the same barrel 1. So that's how much of a difference that makes on Tediore combat rifles. And we just passed 1138, THX 1138. Another combat rifle with no stock. That right there would make a good masher. Barrel 5. I don't really need 3 shotguns. This one has barrel 5. This one has barrel 3. This one has a type 1 cylinder. This one has a type 4 cylinder. Don't know about the body types, but this one is better. I'll stick with what I've got until I find one like the really good ones I had on Playthru-1 that had barrel 5 combined with the desert material type, and one of them not only had those but also a type 4 cylinder. T-Bone, Tartarus, Underdune. Those wires just go into the wall. Cables.
Hello, traveler. There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction bounty board.
Do not take up arms
I
to
look
fight
at
the
you
oppressed.
rolling, man.
You must leave the fighting to us when our schedule will permit your defense. If you are
Get out of here.
control the bleeding as best you can. If you find yourself living,
Intel, friend.
Hey, you see
How
my
can I
gun?
help you?
Is that it right there?
Marcos here. I've got an opportunity for you.
Not
Come
evil
see me
enough.
at my place in T-Bone Junction.
Underscoped. This has barrel 5, sight 1, stock 1. Don't know what kind of body it has. It's way too ordinary. The barrel is the only good part. And look at this thing. Level 52 green Vlad, and its damage is under 1,000. So it must be built from the body, especially low quality parts.
Make sure you pack it.
Is there something you need?
Who needs a real doctor when you got my machines in there scary needles?
What do you need? You got what you need, now scram.
What do I need?
I forget you right
On
now.
this character, not so much what I need, but what I want. Since everything I've got is pretty good. On Tediore Morty, what do I need and or want? A bunch of weapons and gear that are level 48 to 50, blue label, and built entirely from good parts. If I find out that my old channel was shut down for a reason other than my making fun of communism during my Vladoff Allegiance run, then
Greetings. I'm going to need a nuclear reaction to generate the 1.21.
I'll probably
Hello.
re-upload it and continue with it.
Dahl makes guns for
Good barrel on
professional
that.
works. They're heavy, accurate, and effective, assuming you're strong enough to hold
And
one.
it's a twin shot with an even numbered magazine capacity,
Want to make a bigger boom? Buy a
as it should be.
here. I've got all
For some reason, the majority of twin shot repeaters have an odd numbered magazine capacity. I might do an episode on my Tediore Morty that's just farming and grinding for better stuff.
What do you need, an invitation? Come here.
That's not necessary on this Allegiance run. I'm doing just fine.
If you're on a budget, Tediore is always the way to go.
That's pretty good right there. I mean, it's decent. Low accuracy by S&S standards, but I'm pretty sure that's barrel 2. The least accurate barrel. Still, though, ×2 Corrodi with a 44 round mag. Never mind that it's green. You don't need to prioritize base damage with an elemental. Plus, this has, I think that's material 2. Pretty sure that's material 2 for S&S, and that's material 3 for Hyperion. And this is a cobalt. Pretty sure that's the best. Yeah, that's the best material type for Malawan. And it looks awesome too.
Comms can improve accuracy, regenerate ammo, or even heal you. Get yours right here. Needs a real doctor when you got my machines and their scary needles.
Best part left side. I will stash this until I have something fun to use with it. I actually have more stuff here than I need. Like, I don't really need 2 stompers. But these 2 stompers are just so good. Seven. Didn't use the bulldog at all. Just because I like this better. And it's a green. It just has all the right parts. Or at least the 2 that matter most. The barrel and the cylinder. Those are the parts that matter most on a combat shotgun. The parts that matter most on a combat rifle, barrel and body type. Treacher's Landing is next. Till next time, catch you on the flip side, and see you next mission, slabs.